Hey there, welcome to the Overcomers of Relapse podcast. I am D, your host. This is episode 7 of season 5 of my podcast. So welcome to all listeners out there. It is great to share this experience with you. I decided with the introduction of season 5 to start off each podcast episode with a great meditation track to relieve the tension and stress we all deal with in our everyday busy lives. So sit back and enjoy. I will be right back with today's topic and discussion. So come on, let's relax and place all life problems and concerns on pause. Let's take a flight on angel wings. Enjoy. Man, I love it. I hope it brought you a feeling of serenity and a place of peace. Just something to let you know that you can rest assured that everything will work out. All right. Well, now let's get started. I just want to put this out there right from the beginning. This podcast is not only pertaining to relapse as far as drugs, alcohol, or any other addictions. We are open to all topics. However, our main topic is why do we have addictive behaviors and how can we overcome them? On episode 7 of season 5, I would like to use for a topic, problem or peace. Problem or peace. I personally think this is something we all long for, and that is true peace. We all are aware that problems are going to exist. So I guess the question is, how do we find peace in the midst of chaos, turmoil, even grieving? And I mean, just in everyday life ruckus events. Let's start with looking at the definition of the word peace. The word peace is defined as freedom from disturbance, tranquility, a state or period in which there is no war or a war has ended. So, how is it possible to obtain it when life can be so complex and complicated? Or when the war we are really having is with ourselves? Speaking from my own personal experience, finding peace in all situations can be very challenging and a lot of times lead recovering addicts to a relapse or just people in general broken and despaired with a lost sense of hope. So, how is it possible to have peace when you are troubled and your life is filled with craziness? Well, this is my opinion. Here is my solution to how I handle, me personally, how I handle these circumstances. I have and am still developing the process of how to put peace on top of my problems. What I mean by this is, no matter what is going on in my life, I have to take the time to look at it from a spiritual perspective. In doing so, I allow my spirit to capture total peace, to rise above my physical, mental, emotional view of the problems at hand. I mean, in my opinion, if your first attempt to find peace is from the outside in, you may be setting yourself up for even more disturbance. I mean, this can cause even more turbulence, and in the end, my friend, you just may crash. Peace has to start with inner peace. Please now, don't misunderstand me. There are a lot of resources out there that can help you develop peace, including my podcast. But also you have reading material. Some people have religion, medication, meditation, etc., etc. However, this will will only give you a temporary relief. And if some extreme chaotic event should catch you by surprise, you need to have a resource of a well that pours out water of peace from within yourself, which in my opinion is the spiritual intuitiveness that God of the universe has placed in all of us. But it can only be tapped into spiritually. It lets us know no matter what, He's got this. Period. The turnout of the particular matter, it doesn't matter what the problem is, may not turn out the way I would like for it to. But when you have discovered that spiritual peace that He gives us, it is well with you if it is well with Him. Our God of the universe is the peacemaker, the peace creator. You will have perfect peace if you are connected to Him. Easier said than done, right? I know. Well, this is where you have to get out of your logical way of approaching conflict and step into your non-visible to the eye spiritual being and let it soar you into a place of contentment. I mean, because, really, let's face it, there will always be problems. I know we hear this all the time. Let goodwill and peace be on earth. Now, I may get some negative feedback from this next statement, but in my opinion, my friends, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. There will never be complete peace on this earth. This is impossible to obtain long as flawed people live in it, and we are all flawed, starting with me. Let's take a quick look at the definition of the word problem. Now, problem is defined as a matter or a situation regarded as unwelcome or harmful and needing to be dealt with and overcome. Now, I know this next statement is going to sound crazy to most, but when you think about it, problems can be a good thing. At least I believe the meaning of the word does its job well, just like it was created to do. For me personally, problems make us practice our personal spiritual beliefs and use our mentality possibilities to its capacity. It keeps balance in the world. I mean, just think about it. If you never had any problems, how would you develop? I mean, if we as a society never had any problems, it would leave our world and existence simple, void, and without development. Problems actually takes us as a society to the next generation. of what we thought was impossible to what is possible today. I mean, for example, technology. The things we can do today that we could not even imagine yesteryears. All wonderful inventions start with someone looking at a problem and figuring out how to make it easier and better. Which I believe the concept of the idea starts in our spirit and not our mind. And we use our intellect mentality to make things better happen. It really makes sense when you put it all together and see how it all works. My friend, there will always be problems, and there will never be total peace on earth and in our society. However, peace can be obtained no matter what obstacles you are facing in your personal everyday lives. Because, to be honest with you, we are creators, just like our Creator. And you have the ability to create your own personal peace if you put all concerns in the Creator's hand that created you. Because He has all answers. And in the knowing of that, you can rest assured all matters are under complete control. Only if you believe. Look, my friends, rest. Put peace on top of your problems. So, what was the question again? Problem or peace? Which will you choose? Or will you choose both? The choice really is yours. Because at the end of the day, they both can work in a positive way. But from my experience personally, the secret is it's all about the order you put them in. And I'm telling you, friends, peace goes on top. Well, that's it for episode 7 of season 5. Please visit my website, The Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. It is listed on the screen. Please feel free to post on blog, share thoughts, and also feel free to chat. Contact information is on there also, along with a lot of great music. Also, come join us on my Facebook group called Overcomers of Relapse Lounge. A lot of great inspiring posts and just a great group of people to chat with. Hey, let me know your opinions and thoughts, and also if you would like to be a guest on the podcast. Thanks again for joining me. Talk with you all again very soon. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye-bye.
Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage for the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Here we go. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, I slept. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Well, man. No. Said I'll never do it again. No. Man, I'm tired of this shit.
Tired of it.
No. Said I'd never do it again. No, 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 no. Man, it's the detox. Oh, no, 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 no. Said I'd never do it again. No, 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 no.
Said I would never do it again.
No, 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 no. Said I'd never do it again. No, 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 no. I'm so tired of this shit. No, 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 no. Emily said I'd never do it again. Emily, no, no, no. Relapse, no. No, 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 no. Said I'd never do it again. No, 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 no. Oh well, start over again. I'm going back to rehab. Going back to rehab. Going back to rehab. Going back to rehab. Oh yeah.